Actually, my passion in life is trains. I absolutely love trains. It's one of the it's the greatest thing I've ever known. Actually, it's the biggest one that stands out. I've got a few, but it's the biggest. For me, what I really enjoyed was, well, when I was a kid, I was 6 years old. I was going to went to Puff and Billy by my dad. He just took me there. And one day we were there. We were just at Belgrave Station. He just said, "Oh, let's look at this train." Now, I've never seen this before. I've never seen a train before. So I look at it, and kinda scared. It's making all this noise, and it's whistling, and it's all, and I'm like, is it alive? And 10 years old, little children do grab my dad's hand pretty tight. And then this man steps out of the locomotive. This locomotive, if I believe, was one of the Bolton Class 14A. Was one of the black ones of their fleet, if I remember correctly. And so he goes, "Oh, hey there, little boy, what are you up to?" And I go, "Nothing." And I hide behind my dad's leg straight away. He says, "Oh, you want to come up into the cab?" So I look at it, and he's like, "Yeah, go on. So I look in, and I've gone in, and there's all these noises and gauges, and I'm a kid. So I'm like, what the hell is this? Damn spaceship thing. But it's really cool, and a lot of the other kids were kind of frightened to go in. I was the only one who wasn't. So as I went in, I'm like, oh, okay, this isn't that bad. It's not too bad. And so the guy picks me up, puts me on his shoulder, says, "Oh, hey, pull that cord right there." So I'm pulling on the cord pretty tight, and it starts screaming. And I'm like, "Oh, what's the scream?" He's like, No, that's right. That's the loco. That's the whistle." And I'm like, "What's a whistle?" He's like, that's what a steam train uses to tell people that a train's approaching." And I go, "Ah," and I pull it again and go, because it's alive, It's like there's a furnace, there's this giant fire in there, and it's like it's the heart, and it's beating, and it's so if you're alright and if your dad's alright, we can take you drive it up to Lake Menzies. And I go, Lake Menzies, okay. And I go, my dad goes, no worries. And so we're driving down, and I don't know what it was. If it was either the smell of the furnace or something in there, or maybe I inhaled too much fumes or whatever the hell it was. But I don't know. But just looking and seeing how much fun these guys are having driving a 100-year-old train, and it looked pretty easy as well. I mean, you had one guy shoveling in this black stuff, which I later learned was coal, into the firebox, and just making sure that the water was alright, because a steam locomotive is basically a giant tea kettle on wheels. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And there was another guy who was manning the the brakes and the regulator. And I said, this is pretty easy. All you just have to do is pay attention to the signals. And so when I got off the train, I don't know if I ever did say this about this, but I said, Dad, I really want to be a train driver when I grow up. Until this day, I almost had it, but it still eludes me to this day. And I don't know, it's probably one of the hardest things you could ever achieve, but once you're in, and I don't know what it is, something that either stopping me or was trying to block my path, but I don't know. But I knew that it was a career that I'm still passionate about, still very passionate about, still want to drive trains, no matter what it is. I will always love trains.